We're back. We're live.
Hello.
It's been a while, but we're back. We're live.
And it's all three of
Been
us.
crazy,
We're
huh?
back.
I said,
We're
and it's
back.
all three of us trios.
I know it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Um, let's just jump right into it. Thank you to our sponsors, Breaking. Oh, what the frick? Breaking Faith Entertainment, Reaper Paranormal, Obscure Paracon, which is a wellness expo, Dark Arts and Oddities Con, and of course Larry Eisler of Small Town Productions slash Black Lantern Company. They are our sponsors, so please go out and check them all out. Upcoming
Thank you.
events, that um you may see me at, and you'll definitely see Derek and Alicia coming up in November. I will be at the 2026 Illinois Paranormal Convention on the 10th of October. Um, I will be a vendor there. Chris Fleming will be there. Larry Eisler will be there. Jesse Hawthorne will be there. Many amazing other vendors will be there. And of course, it'll lead up to Dark Art and Oddities Con, November 14th and 15th in DeKalb, Illinois. We are working on announcing all the guest speakers and everything for that. That's lining up to be an amazing event. And then the big shaboom is the Obscure Paracon 2027, March 20th and 21st in DeKalb, Illinois, which I'm super excited. Our guest will be at. She will be a vendor. It'll be. I'm gonna have to get her up there earlier than Friday so we can hang out and cause trouble up in DeKalb. But it is a fantastic event. This is our second year next year, and we are looking forward to an amazing lineup. We have Sam Beltresis, we have Dave Schrader, Vince Keelan will be there, and many other amazing people to be announced soon. So keep your eyes out for those events coming up. Um, and then I'll be at ISS Con at the end of the month on the 29th. So come out to the haunted Billy Creek Village. Adam Kimmel is hosting that event. It is $20 to get in for the day. It is vendors, exploring Billy Creek ISS, and then all the amazing raffles, and then the night parties that get a little crazy, but we love it. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, we're not going back to that yet. So our guest tonight, I'm super excited. She is literally how we describe ourselves together, our soul sisters. She is a paranormal investigator. She is an author. She is my soul sister. She's amazing. So let's bring her up. It is Heather. There we go. Hey.
Hey, Heather.
How are y'all?
Good.
Tired.
Good.
But good.
Good,
Good
good.
tired.
I'm glad to
Good.
be here.
My computer's being stupid. Hold on a second. So Heather, tell everyone a little about yourself. What got you into the paranormal and all that fun jazz? That you were from Louisiana, so you were from
Mhm.
a creepy haunted state.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, growing up in this area,
Who has an echo?
is there some echo on y'all end?
It's coming
Yeah.
from your end.
Oh, let's see.
Gotta love technology.
Yes, of course. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Nope. It's back.
It's still up.
Nope.
Echo, echo, echo.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Yeah, that's weird. The echo cancellation is on. Oh, well.
We'll just make it work.
But yeah, so I am from Louisiana. Living around here, it is spooky. It's always been spooky. But growing up, I was Southern Baptist. We didn't really believe in. Am I still here? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay. So yeah, we didn't believe in spirits, at least in my household. Um, it was demonic. I'll just put that out there. That was our belief in my household. So growing up, if I experienced anything, I kind of put that out of my head. I put that in a drawer and I forgot about it. It wasn't until, me and my husband, we were just exploring things and we ran into a group here in Louisiana and we went to a public investigation and I decided, look, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to go do this. I was terrified, honestly, but had my first experience as an adult and it just opened up the thought that there is something else out there besides everything being scary. So I am now a dedicated paranormal investigator, hoping to prove that not everything out there is scary because that's what I was raised with. Hey, John.
John has the best cookies.
Absolutely. Don't tell anybody, but I ate four of the, like 4 containers.
Right.
So, what made it scary for you? Because I know a lot of people, well, some people that we've run into at like expos and whatnot, they have mentioned that they were afraid of doing paranormal investigating, but they want to do it maybe to overcome that fear. What was the fear for you behind it?
Yeah, absolutely. Going into it, I really, really was afraid that something was going to attach to me, that I was going to get possessed. That's what I was raised with. So that internal fear of being possessed or having something attached to me was there at that first investigation. I brought crystals, I brought protection, I prayed. I was so terrified. And honestly, that first investigation was so cool. And I, that first, I can't even explain it. It's so crazy. Like the fear, but mixed with excitement and being touched on that first investigation just changed everything for me.
Yeah, I can I can agree with that. And then you met me, and let's just say we've had some more crazy experiences.
Yeah. Touched even more.
Touched
Even
even
more,
more.
even more than I want to be.
Got told to bend over at Crescent Sanitarium.
Yeah.
Let's just say, you guys, if you get the chance to go to Crescent Sanitarium out in Crescent, PA, do it. It's huge. So I recommend 2 nights. It is very, very big, many buildings, but super, super active. And the spirits want to communicate and do other things.
Oh yeah.
What has been your favorite location you have been to in Louisiana and then outside of Louisiana?
So in Louisiana, I would have to say probably Vermilionville. So it's a little community in Lafayette. And most of the buildings are original Acadian style buildings that looked exactly the way it did back in the 1800s. Now, there are a few buildings who are exactly from the 1800s, just they took them and placed them in a different location. So they took them from somewhere else and put them on this huge property, and that is what we call Vermilionville. And those buildings are so saturated with history, and it's just super active. I would say outside of Louisiana has to be Crescent as of now. That place is pretty wild.
He, that's an understatement for that place. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
when he said this, what did he say? Like over almost 1 million square footage of buildings.
Yeah.
That's not a joke. That's not a exaggeration.
No.
There's, I think he said 22 buildings on property.
Yeah, like over 1 million acres of property.
Yeah,
It's wild.
it is crazy. We didn't hit half of the buildings. Let's just say
No.
that. But the buildings we did get active or did go were active. So I want to go back. But
Yeah, we were exhausted.
We were exhausted. We stayed out until 4 a.m. We're like, can we stay? Can we stay? Let's do more. Yeah. Carson was crazy. Me and Heather just spent literally 8 days together last month, and we hit up 5 haunted locations plus Gettysburg.
Now, Cashtown,
We had some fun.
I haven't been able to look over my audio yet from Cashtown. I was sleeping while recording, so I'm kind of scared to see what I caught. It's still sitting there, but here's the crazy thing, Jenny. I didn't tell you about this.
Oh,
My
boy.
phone was plugged in the the charger was plugged
Yeah, it
in
wasn't
to
charging.
the wall. My phone was charging before I went to bed. It only recorded 5 hours of me sleeping, and my phone was completely dead when I woke up the next morning. How do you explain that?
You can't.
I made sure that phone was charging before I went to sleep, and it only recorded 5 hours of myself recording, like of sleeping, and then just died. I'm baffled.
Yeah, Cashtown was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we
I mean,
got
activity all night.
we got my new spirit box to play, and we found out a lot of things about her. Yeah. But Cashtown was amazing. We stayed in the most haunted room.
Yeah. I miss Willow.
I'll go get her for you.
You should.
Okay, Derek and Alicia asked a question. I'm gonna run up and get Willow so we can introduce her to the Unturned Pages crowd.
Is Willow the vent box that she named Willow?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. I'm just tired, so I'm trying to keep up. I'm like spacing out.
So Willow, it looked like a shrunken head. Is that right?
A shrunken head.
It does look like a shrunken head.
So this was at Cashtown Inn
She's gonna go get her.
Yeah, she's gonna go
that
get
you
Willow.
got
But
communication with
the vent
Willow.
box was answering our questions as if it was Willow responding. So we were talking, and like we were asking, "Are you a spirit from Penhurst?" Because it was made with Penhurst wood, or there is Penhurst wood in it. We asked, "Is it a spirit from Penhurst?" And it said yes. Do you like the name Willow? And it said yes. And I think we got Willow from the piece of willow. I think it's willow bark. Jenny will be able to answer it. Answer that. I think it's willow bark that was with it. And if you make a wish on the willow bark, the wish will come true. So we thought, hey, maybe her name's Willow. And yeah, confirmed it.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
So what is the kind of activity at Cashtown Inn?
Yeah, so that night, I mean, we set up a tripwire around the couch I was sleeping on. There's Willow. Hi. The tripwire was set around me and towards the bed that Jenny and Bonnie were sleeping in. That kept going off. We had, look at that weird looking head. We can't hear it if you're muted.
Hold on.
It sounds so cool. When it does talk.
She's sleeping.
And the eyes, we found out that the eyes follow you. When you turn it, the eyes move. It's so crazy.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
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 There's a 14-year-old girl attached to this
Yeah.
from Penhurst. Yeah.
How did we come up with the name Willow? It was because of the willow bark? That was
Yeah, it was from the willow bark.
Yeah.
And we asked her if her name was really Willow, and she said yes.
Yeah, she liked the name Willow, so we went with it. We have joint custody. I'm step parent.
That's like us with Felix.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So the activity continued. So we had the tripwire. We had the music box. We set out. We had 2 laser grids, which halfway through, both laser grids died. But we had the dead bell, a few REM pods we kept out, and I mean, throughout the entire night, just constant equipment going off left and right throughout the entire room. And it was spread out, like one half was the bed and then the other half was like the living area where I was sleeping on the couch, and just everywhere. It was crazy. I heard footsteps. I thought Jenny and them were trying to play a prank on me, but they were sleeping because I could hear them snoring.
Oh, you short talk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that place is definitely active.
Yeah.
Like, that place is creepy.
Yeah. I would love to go back again, but this time, like, do a full investigation because I want to go in the basement.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. Let's talk about your books. So let's talk about the first one that you wrote.
Yeah. So that is Devereaux House, and I can read the back of the book just to give a little insight. This was an idea I had for several years, but I never thought that I would be someone that could write a book. My mom wrote poems growing up. She published one, but I came from such a small town, I didn't think it was possible. I was told growing up that I wasn't capable of big things. So I had that stuck in my head that I was never going to be capable of anything huge. So when I finally decided to write this stuff down, because I wasn't big on journaling, I wasn't big on doing anything really artistic, I finally just started to write. I was like, let me just type it out. I have this story in my head. I would dream about it. Why not? Why not? And I did get some free time within the last year that allowed me to. And so I finally wrote it down and looked into Amazon, self-publishing, decided to go out and self-publish, and found it was actually easier than I thought it would be. So that led from this book to my children's book, which was a little bit more difficult. My children's book is illustrated. The illustrative part of it was a lot more intensive. I did get some help from Kimberly Horn. Thankfully, she is also writing a few children's books as well. And she kind of helped me through the process. So I'm eternally grateful for her. Um, that took a little bit longer to publish. And then this third one, I'm Still Here. That one I was not even thinking about writing. I'm Still Here is actually a memoir of my life. A good friend of mine told me, "You've lived 10,000 lives in the short 32 years I've been living." So they were like, you should write it you should write it down, make a book, write about it, like put it out there. And like, I was not someone who journals. Like, I thought that was silly. I bottle up all my emotions. I never really wrote about any of it. So I was like, you know what? Let's write it out. So I was going to just journal it at first, but I decided it was so good to get this out, and that maybe this will help someone who is struggling through life, who may be stuck and they don't know how they're going to survive through it. I survived through what I went through, and I'm still here. And I hope that that book that I wrote, not wanting it to be a book, but I wrote it, I hope someone picks that book up and decides, hey, I'm going to read this today, and I hope it helps them. I hope it helps them through whatever they're going through. It was a big jump for me. I cried through the process. It dredged up a lot of emotions. So I'm Still Here is a project that I didn't think I would ever do. Put it that way. But a little bit about Devereaux House. It's going to be a series of 5 books. I planned it out to where I can stretch the entire story over 5 books. I have book 1 and book 2 out already. A little bit about book 1. So this is on the back of the book. It was never meant to be inherited. Perched at the edge of the marsh and half swallowed by water, Devereaux House has stood for generations, watching, waiting, and binding itself to the women who bear its name. Its halls remember every promise made within them. Its walls hold secrets sealed in blood, ritual, and silence. For those who live in the house, learn its rules quickly. The water must be tended, the doors must remain closed at night, and some rooms are never to be entered. The price of neglect is steep, and the house is always hungry. To step inside Devereaux House is to become part of its lineage, whether you wish to or not. And once the house claims you, it does not let go. So this is going to follow the lineage of the Devereaux women, and what they have to do in order to keep this house in Louisiana standing. So yeah, if you are
So the
interested. I can't.
Alicia, unmute.
So the Devereaux House is the actual house.
So it's based on a mansion, a plantation home here in Louisiana. It is not a real home in Louisiana, but it is based on a plantation home in Louisiana. Yep.
I love Louisiana. I went in March for the first time. It's gorgeous. I would never want to live in it in the summertime.
Not
I can
in this
only
one.
imagine.
Yeah.
How Heather described it was swamp ass times 1,000. And I said,
Correct.
fuck that.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I know I have my copy somewhere. It's somewhere in this pile of books I have. But I have to get number 2, and I have to get the children's book still. But number one is really good,
Oh,
so you guys need to listen. We get the book one, and then get book two, and continue as she releases. So
I'll get you the children's book. That's on me. I'll get it for River as a gift. Um, let's see. If I pull up my book two, I can read the back of that one as well. Because it only is going to
yes.
get darker from here.
Oh, of course. I will not expect anything different.
I do. This is exclusive because I have not mentioned it to anyone else.
Ooh,
I
first
do have
dibs.
a I do have another book I'm working on. It is about halfway finished. And let me just say I will be catering to the more spicy lovers. It's going to be more of a paranormal spicy.
So, are you going to leave a copy of it next time we go to Crescent
Maybe.
for the spirits?
They would like that.
Right? As you pull up book two, Derek asks, did writing kind of help you get over or cope with what happened to you in that house?
Yeah, definitely. I will say a little bit of Devereaux House and a little bit of I'm Still Here. Devereaux House helped me really connect with the paranormal and, explore more of what I experienced growing up in my own house versus I'm Still Here helped me cope with what I went through physically. And I came from an abusive home. I dealt with a lot, almost unaliving myself, just a lot. And I'm Still Here kind of helped me cope with that for sure. It helped me rehash some of the things that I was going through, a lot of internal voices that I'm dealing with still on a daily, and really come to terms with it. So, yeah. So, yeah, y'all want to hear book two?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, the hook doesn't pull you towards compliance, it teaches you to pull yourself. Margot came to Devereaux House seeking answers about her mother, a woman who was the house's equal, its negotiator, until she tried to destroy it and failed. Spoiler alert if you haven't read the first one. What she found instead was a binding, a hook embedded in her chest, a supernatural force that doesn't break bodies, it breaks wills. The house operates on a system of perfect precision. Pain teaches, relief rewards, and small acts of kindness become chains. For 29 days, Margot endures the conditioning, the bell that wakes her at 8 o'clock, breakfast served at exact temperature she prefers, the garden where certain plants are forbidden. With each passing day, the distinction between what the house demands and what Margot wants begins to dissolve. But something ancient lives beneath Devereaux House, something vast and patient and drowning. The drowned women who haunt the halls are trapped. They are choosing to remain, or not trapped, they're choosing to remain. And as Margot's resistance weakens, she begins to understand the true nature of her binding. She's not being prepared for slavery. She's being prepared for communion. By day 24, she stands in water over her head, consciousness fragmenting, standing at the threshold of a transformation that will remake her entirely. The house believes it knows what she will choose. It's about to discover how terribly wrong it can be. What sleeps below.
Ooh.
Dude, I can totally see this being a movie.
It's so crazy that you said that. That is my dream. Like, That is my dream. It would be crazy.
That could be like a Stream Beacon exclusive movie. Let's just say that.
I mean, hint, hint.
Hint, hint, Josh, hint, hint, Shane. But with Louisiana, there's a lot of conceptions and misconceptions of hoodoo, voodoo, and the paranormal. Um, what are like the biggest misconceptions that you hear from people visiting Louisiana?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing in New Orleans. I find that in my 3 years of studying, voodoo isn't all evil. It's a practice, it's a religion, just like any other religion would be. It's how you use that religion, it's how you use that practice. It's not particularly evil. Um Hoodoo is the same way. Like hoodoo came from Africa. That has African descent. So it's not necessarily all negative as well. Sorry, I'm getting my charger. um so in my personal opinion, I don't think that hoodoo or voodoo is evil. I don't think there shouldn't be a standard around that it's evil, or a stigma around that it's evil. It's whoever the person is. If they have evil intentions, it can be used for evil, just like anything in the world.
That that I agree with, like 100%. Like if you've never been to New Orleans, I know I'm saying that the wrong way. It's not the southern way to say it.
I'll let it slide.
It's a whole different atmosphere down there. Like it's a culture shock for sure.
Oh yeah.
Because you have Madame Legault, you have Bloody Mary, you have all of the vampire shops and things too. So it's definitely a culture shock down there. I wasn't expecting it when I went.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And it's crazy. So New Orleans is 2 hours away, but you go just a few, you come to my town just 2 hours away, and it's like what we do is taboo. What we do. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, it looked like it kind of is spotty on my end. But
Yeah, I think we're having tech
like I was
issues
saying,
tonight.
yeah, it looks like I'm having internet issues. I don't know why. But more in our area is your Southern Baptist, your heavy Catholic beliefs, and this is what we do is taboo. It's kind of looked at sideways. It's not what everyone would agree with, put it that way. Now it is starting to become more mainstream, I've noticed in our area, but in New Orleans, I mean, the minute you walk into New Orleans, it's like that's their lifestyle. You can feel the spirits, you can walk around and see that everyone acknowledges that there are spirits and that there are otherworldly creatures here and or among us. So it's crazy.
Yes. And I know the New Orleans Paracon just announced the new dates for next year. Which lands on my birthday, so we're doing my... Oh, shit, that was loud. Uh, July 30th through August 1st is the second annual New Orleans Paracon down in New Orleans, not quite in the French Quarter, but right outside of the French Quarter.
Oh yeah, right off the
Um,
canal. It
yeah,
couldn't be a better place that they picked. The
right.
Sheraton. Now, the Astor Crown is a phenomenal place. It really is. Um, but the Sheraton, the new place that they got, man, what a hookup. I truly hope that I can be a part of that event, and I hope y'all are a part of the event as well because it's going to be
So
huge.
this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking for next year. Okay, we go to the bash. We do the bash things. Then we fly to New Orleans, party it up for a second weekend in a row,
Oh yeah, I'm
and then I
down.
go home from New Orleans.
I'm good with that. Let's go.
Let's go party it up. Do 2 weekends in a row. Can we handle 14 days together though? Let's
I
see.
mean, I think so.
Yes, Lily, you need to come. Derek, Alicia, you need to come to New Orleans Paracon. From what I saw from the photos, it was a crazy party this year.
Yeah.
It took the bash to a whole new level type of craziness, I heard.
Yeah.
Lily says, yes, for sure. That just means that we don't bring the kids next year to the bash since we'll be going from bash to New Orleans.
I mean,
But we would like New Orleans, so maybe we could.
and you'll have a place to stay.
True that.
It's a few hours away.
We just all get in the car and go.
All right. Come on down.
Alicia, you've been quiet. Ask your questions. I know you have some. They're all like hung over there.
So, I was going to ask you, can you kind of talk about the experiences, paranormal wise, that you had when you were growing up?
Yeah, definitely. So I heard things. I saw shadows growing up. The real, like, I wouldn't say scary because I wasn't ever scared. Um, I was fearful because if I would tell my mom, she would be like, well, you don't need to talk about that. That's probably demonic. We're going to pray about it, that kind of thing. And I have a feeling she believed in spirits. It's just we were raised to not, that spirits were demonic. It was either angels or demons, that kind of thing. So I didn't really talk about it, but this one particular instance, I would go around and I would tell everyone. Um, I had a room on the far end of our house. My sisters were on the opposite side of mine, but mine was secluded, and we had a really long hallway, and theirs were on the other side by the bathroom. My room, no one would want to stay in there if I was like at a friend's house or whatever. My sisters wouldn't even stay in that room. Um, but sleeping in that room, I was fine, except one morning I woke up and I had gone to a vacation Bible school. I had painted this like little wooden cross. Um, it was like stained, but not. It was like a brown paint, honestly, but it looked stained, and it had little flower decorations on it, and I had it up on my desk by my makeup and all that. I was like 15 when this happened, and I woke up to that cross laying flat down, like face down at the foot of my bed. And so if you think about it, so I'll try to lay out my room. My desk was quite a ways away from my bed. So it would have had to fly the distance of, I'm trying to think what I could compare it to. Basically a pretty ways away, like definitely a few feet. My room wasn't terribly big, but it would have had to fly across the room for it to land face down at the foot of my bed. That kind of freaked me out. Other than that, once I went off to college, that room was like the guest room. My sisters are significantly younger than me, and so when my mom would have guests over, they would sleep in my room. She fixed it up to look like a guest room, and some family members of ours, distant family members that came in from Texas, they stayed in my room, lasted 3 hours before they started hearing bangs on the walls, and the picture frames that my mom had hung started to fall off the walls. They left and went back to Texas in the middle of the night. So, yeah, they were pretty freaked out.
Wow, that's crazy. I
Yeah.
heard just a little bit of it. I had to run and turn off our weather radio because it was just going off. We got severe thunderstorms.
Oh,
Thankfully,
wow.
nothing more.
My
So,
mom
Bonnie
asked if you had a chance, would you go back to investigate it?
Investigate my childhood home.
I believe
If
so.
it were my childhood home, unfortunately the building has been torn down due to some family issues. It was left abandoned, overtaken by wildlife and vegetation. It was really creepy back there. So, where I grew up, hurricanes hit pretty bad there. So, anytime a hurricane would come, we would have, like, for Hurricane Rita, we had 20-foot waves hit my home, and we had marsh grass hanging on our power lines, which are like 30 feet in the air. So that means the waves were about 30 feet. So back there, not many people can live anymore. The marsh is being washed away by the hurricanes, and then wildlife eating the marsh grass. So we're losing part of our coast, and that means the Gulf is getting closer. So, not
Wow.
many
that's
people live.
scary. I couldn't do it. Hurricane weather. Like, I live in the Midwest, so we're used to tornadoes. But thankfully, where we're at, none's ever directly hit. Like, very close to our house. But Tornado Alley is like, Illinois is now number one in the states of having tornado outbreaks.
Wow, that's crazy. Like, I'm way more afraid of tornadoes than I am of hurricanes, which is crazy because it's essentially like a bigger tornado. But I don't know. It's something about tornadoes. They terrify me.
Yeah, tornadoes scare me, but hurricanes would scare me more, I think. And funny thing is, when we were down there in March, when we were up by Duck Commander, I guess there was an earthquake that day, and I didn't feel it, so that was cool.
Yeah, which doesn't happen around here. That was wild. I was like, look, Jenny's bringing an earthquake over here.
You texted me that morning. I'm like, what earthquake? You're like, well, it just popped up that you guys had an earthquake up there. I'm like, oh, cool, we survived.
Cool.
But when you come up for Obscura in March, I think I'll have you come up a few days early, and I'll take you to Broadhead.
Oof, yes.
It'll be cold, but it'll be fun.
Okay, wait, how cold? Because look, I don't have no winter clothes. We don't have a winter.
No,
Really cold.
not March. It could be warm or cold. Truthfully, you never know.
I was gonna I was gonna say, do I need to get a parka? Like, how do you dress?
Probably not a parka. Maybe like just like a heavy duty, not like a parka, but a heavy jacket. Depends. Depends on what the weather is.
Yeah.
Cause
Well, I have to keep check and watch because I'm not prepared for that.
Derek, no, 30 or 40s in March. No, it was warmer than that.
30s.
It was warmer than that in March. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. At least you're
I
asking
say we
questions.
don't. I say we don't get winter. We had snow this past year for the first time in several years. We received snow, but it was like a day and then it melted. It turned to mush.
So, what is your favorite thing about being involved in the paranormal?
Ooh, it
That's me.
definitely
That's
has
me.
to be. It definitely has to be meeting Jenny. Um, no, I definitely love traveling, seeing different locations, being able to meet different people. But yeah, being able to travel for sure has been the most exciting part of the paranormal, being able to see different historical locations and that sort of thing. Just I love it.
Do you feel gravitated towards a certain type of a location?
I feel like I do gravitate more towards asylums. I don't know why. Um I do not gravitate towards the prisons. Those prisons are something else.
Bull. We went to
especially
2 last month.
especially male prisons. Like, I'm sorry, but they get handsy, and I'm not about that.
They definitely do.
I
Oh,
mean,
they got
look,
handsy at Crescent very well.
I'll go and visit, but come on. You gotta ask for permission before you put your hands on me.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. We'll get locked up together at an insane asylum in October, so we'll see how long that goes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those spirits of Penhurst are not ready for us.
No, no, no. I was talking about Eloise.
Oh, Eloise. Yes, I forgot about Eloise.
I forgot
Yeah,
about
Penhurst is in
Penhurst.
September.
So we get locked up at Penhurst next month together, and then we get locked up again in October at Eloise,
Back to
both
back.
insane asylum. So yay!
Yep. Yep. They just seem to call my name. I don't know.
Let's see. Derek just asked, "What was your most surreal moment during an investigation you've ever had?" Let's make this a
Ooh.
two-part question. One on your own, and then one with me.
Okay, I can do that. So on my own, the most surreal, I have to say, probably was we were doing an investigation in Opelousas, Louisiana. It was what is now a smoke shop, but above it, I know, right? Above it is an abandoned like loft area with a bunch of rooms, and below the loft area behind the smoke shop was like an old barber shop, and we did some deep dive into the history of the building, and there is a little placard out front, and we dove deeper into that. It was the last place that Clyde got his last shave and haircut before he was you know stopped in the whole Bonnie and Clyde situation in northern Louisiana. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Bonnie and Clyde. That whole situation, they went rampant throughout most of Louisiana, and then got eliminated in the northern part of Louisiana. And that place was the last place he got his hair and face shaved. But we were doing an investigation upstairs, and we were under, so someone else in the group was under Estes, and we were asking questions. It was me and my husband and a few other people, and I don't even know what the question we were asking at the moment was, but we were trying to get out of the Estes, like, can you prove to us that you hear us and that you know who we are? We had been there like 3 or 4 times, so we were frequents. The spirits probably knew us. And one of the questions led to, can you tell me something about me that you may know? And I think we were talking about it earlier downstairs. My husband mentioned he's a Scorpio. And out of the person's mouth, they said, "You are a Scorpio." And we all just stopped. We were like, wait, what? The person who was under was not in our conversation when we were talking about our zodiac signs. So she would not have known that my husband was a Scorpio. He didn't tell anybody except the 3 people we were talking to. So it was just wild. It was just a crazy chain of events. And then later on that night, in a recording and on our live IR cameras, we caught what sounded like a scream in that room. Same night that we got the response on the Estes. It was so crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. With you has to be my new friend at Crescent. When we were just asking questions, and the spirit box, I think it was a spirit box session, wasn't it? They were like, "Heather, go to room 10." Or, yeah, it was go to room 10. And I'm like, okay. So I get up. We're in the middle of cell block D.
Yep. Cell block D.
I go
That we
to
don't have a
room
nickname
10,
for.
and there's like a little tiny, like 2-drawer table in the doorway. And I'm like, no, I can't. It was me, you, Susie, and 2 other women. I was like, I can't go in there. There's a table in the way. The spirit box then responds, "Oh, just bend over the table." I'm like, I know this spirit did not just tell me to bend over this table. I said,
Oh, and
absolutely
they
not.
did. Because that night I got groped in that same place. In E, I got slapped at the back of my head because I think they
Same
wanted
building.
to come next to you.
Yeah.
I was in their way. I think they slapped my head because they wanted me out of the way to get to you.
Wait, and then the next morning, I woke up, and on my left thigh, there were fingerprint bruises on my thigh, just the fingertips. You can see the bruises in my thigh. I showed Jenny, I showed Larry. I was like, there is no way. Like, I took a picture because I was like, I cannot believe this. And it got darker and darker as I went through the weekend of the bash, and I was freaked out. I was like, holy moly, something actually left fingerprint bruises on my thigh.
Right. Eric has the girls at Wright Hill Mansion. We have the boys at Crescent,
Yep.
which we all get to go to Wright Hill next month. So I'm super excited. Eric better be ready for his girls again.
I have a feeling he is. He's ready. He wants to tackle that little attic space by himself. I'm like, you have fun with that.
Right.
I'll make sure and tell the ladies to grope you.
Go play with him, girls. Go have fun. He's out there by his for you. While me and Heather are down in the level 2 doing double Estes again.
Oh yeah, in that little bar area. Oof.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to see what we saw last time in that basement.
I swear, by you, it was you, Heaven, and Andy. I swear I saw a black figure crawling on the floor in that bottom area, that basement area. It was
And they heard the
wild down there.
growling and they're like the the scratching of like the hands on the floor. I was like, nope, I'm dead. And Kyle says they've never had that type of stuff happen down there. I'm like,
I don't know
okay.
about that.
I don't know about that, but okay. But tell everyone where they can get your books, where they can reach you, follow you, website, anything like that.
Yeah, so you can follow me on Facebook. I am HR Moss is my author page, but I'm also Heather HR Moss. That's my personal page. You can follow either. My books are found on Amazon. All three of them are out right now. You just type in Devereaux House, book 1 or book 2 by H.R. Moss, and it will come up. And then I'm Still Here by H.R. Moss as well. And you'll be able to, I think Kindle is free. Kindle Unlimited is free. Regular Kindle is like $2. Paperback is like $9.99 for each of them, and then hardcover is a little bit more expensive because they do print it out and ship it right there, then and there. So it is on demand. But yeah.
Can't you find your books at the Hinsdale House too?
Yes, I did send a copy of the Devereaux House to the lovely Dan with the Hinsdale House. Hopefully he has it on the shelf.
So if you go to Hinsdale, you can read it while you stay the night.
Yep, and I
You'll
hope
binge read.
that more haunted locations will accept my book.
Yes,
The more I
locations,
go to,
get her books in your locations.
hopefully, the more locations I go
Thank
to,
you,
the
Heather,
more
for
books.
coming on. Oh, yes, definitely, right? And
I'll
more
have
fun
them.
times with me ahead. Thank you, Heather, for coming on. I can't wait to see you in, what is it, like 5 weeks?
Yep. Yep.
Part 2 to come.
Something like that. Not too long.
No, not too long at all.
Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate y'all having me on.
Thank you so much for coming on. It was great talking with you. We could definitely talk more.
Yeah, definitely. We could probably talk for hours.
Yeah.
Sorry for the tech issues, you guys. I don't know what all is happening with tech tonight. Hopefully, when we come back next week, we won't have tech issues.
For some
But I
reason,
hope.
anytime I'm on, I have tech issues. I don't know. Maybe
So
the
we blame
spirits.
Heather. We blame
The
Heather.
spirits don't like me playing with tech.
Could be my laptop also. We usually use Derek's and mine lags.
Next weekend, let's see who we have next weekend. I can't remember. Hold on one second. I gotta log into the right Google Drive. Hold on, you guys. Next weekend, we have. Let's see, who is next weekend? Taylor Ham from Texas coming on. She'll be talking about her haunted locations that she investigates in Texas and her troubles, and our time at Cabin 360 that happened in May. Yeah, no, yeah, May. It happened in May. I can't remember. This year's gone by too fast. And then the following weekend we have Jenny Bell. and then we have the weekend off, and then we're into September. How crazy is that? Um, but we will be back next Sunday, same time, same place. So everyone have a great night, and we will see you back next Sunday.